Baby, I have to tell you the truth about who I really am, baby. There is something I have been carrying quietly in my heart for a long time. I have thought about telling you many times, but every time I tried, I became afraid that the truth might change the way you see me. Today, however, I do not want fear to speak for me anymore. I want honesty to speak instead. I want you to know who I really am, not the person people imagine, not the version of me that looks strong all the time, and not the person who always knows what to say behind my smile. There is a heart that has experienced disappointment, learned from mistakes, and still believes that kindness and genuine love can make life better. I am not perfect. I have made decisions I wish I could change. I have trusted people who did not deserve my trust, remained silent when I should have spoken, and sometimes spoken when I should have listened. But every mistake taught me something. I learned that a person's character is not proven by beautiful promises, it is proven by consistent actions, honesty, patience, and the way they treat others when nobody is watching. The truth is that I value peace more than arguments, understanding more than winning, and loyalty more than temporary attention. I do not want a relationship built on jealousy, pressure, or fear. I want something where two people can speak honestly, respect each other's boundaries, forgive sincere mistakes, and encourage each other to become better. If I ever seem quiet, it does not always mean that I do not care. Sometimes silence means I am trying to understand my feelings before I speak. I have learned that words can heal, but careless words can also leave wounds that are difficult to forget. That is why I want my words to have meaning. Baby, I also want you to understand that love is not simply saying, I love you. Love is showing patience when the other person is struggling. Love is listening without immediately judging. Love is keeping promises when keeping them becomes difficult. Love is respecting someone's dreams instead of trying to control them. And most importantly, love should never require someone to lose their dignity or peace. I do not want you to love an imaginary version of me. I want you to know the real person, the person with strengths and weaknesses, hopes and fears, good days and difficult days. If you choose to stay beside me, I want it to be because you understand me, not because I pretended to be someone I am not. There is another truth I want you to know. I have learned that happiness cannot depend completely on another person. We must also learn to build peace within ourselves. A relationship should add warmth to our lives, not become the only reason we feel valuable. When two people are emotionally strong and respectful, they can support each other without becoming prisoners of each other's expectations. I want us to remember that trust takes time to build. It cannot be demanded. It grows through honesty, consistency, and patience. If something ever worries you, talk to me. If something hurts you, tell me. If you disagree with me, you do not have to be afraid to say so. I would rather hear an uncomfortable truth than receive a beautiful lie. And if I ever make a mistake, remind me with kindness. I promise that I will try to listen instead of becoming defensive. At the same time, I hope you will also allow me to be human. None of us enters a relationship knowing everything. We learn by communicating, forgiving, growing, and choosing better actions tomorrow than we took yesterday. I have also learned not to judge people only by their past. The past can explain someone's journey, but it does not have to decide their future. What matters is whether a person recognizes their mistakes, accepts responsibility, and genuinely works to become better. Baby, I am telling you all of this because I want our connection to be based on something stronger than appearances. I want honesty to be our foundation. I want respect to be our language. I want patience to be our strength. And I want peace to remain in our hearts. Even when life becomes difficult, there may be days when we misunderstand each other. There may be moments when emotions become stronger than our words. When those moments arrive, I hope we remember why communication matters. Instead of trying to hurt each other, we should try to understand each other. Instead of collecting old mistakes as weapons, we should solve the problem in front of us. One of the greatest lessons life has taught me is that people remember how you made them feel. A person may forget an expensive gift, a long conversation, or a perfect day, but they often remember whether they felt respected, safe, appreciated, and heard. That is the kind of presence I want to be in your life. I do not promise that everything will always be easy. I cannot promise a life without problems, misunderstandings, or difficult days. But I can promise that honesty is something